Hello lovelies, it's AD here, aka Sun Divination. Today I wanted to do something that I don't know why I forgot to do in the first place, but I really wanted to look into this partial lunar eclipse that's coming up. It's gonna be at 24 degrees Capricorn, and Capricorn is really all about commitment. It's about restrictions. It's the Lord. It's ruled by the Lord of Karma, aka Saturn. It's a very well, I don't know if it's a challenging energy because I myself am Capricorn, so it depends. But if you have major positions in your natal chart that are Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, or Libra, you will probably get affected from this eclipse. Either way, eclipses are mostly about karmic endings. Um, it's the time when our shadow side becomes really dominant and when we really can see it, and it's just kind of like in our face. And I really wanted to see how this eclipse is going to affect the divine masculine and feminine collective. This can resonate for both sides, really. Um, as I say, I keep encouraging people to try and resonate with both sides, with the masculine and feminine. So yeah, I'm gonna see how the eclipse is going to affect both energies separately and what will bring in. Okay, so let's see. How is this eclipse affecting the divine feminine energy? Wow. I'm not gonna take them all because that's quite a lot of cards. But this one sort of came up. Well, I don't know if you can see. Damn, I might need to adjust my camera. Hold on. Sorry, kind of had to change the angles so that you can see better. But anyways, let's continue. Sorry that you're seeing my mess, but it is what it is. Don't have a fancy home yet. Working on that. Anyway, so yeah, that's the card that kind of like jumped up for the feminine. So let's pull more cards. Okay, let's see how this eclipse will affect the feminine energy. Oh, I want that one. Okay. And let's just pull cards to see how it will affect the masculine energy. I'm not gonna turn them over yet so that we don't get distracted. That's interesting because right away we have a masculine energy in the feminine reading. So that's cool. Why do so many cards keep coming out for the masculine? Do they have a lot to say? Does our masculine have a lot to say? I bet they do. I bet he does for sure, because my own internal masculine has had a lot to say. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. How cool is that? Now, I know that you don't see all the cards, but don't worry, I'm going to be showing them to you. It's just so far the best thing I can do with my camera position. So, I really hope it gets better. I was going to record with my camera, but it literally died the moment after I spent 10 minutes trying to set it up. So, Mercury retrograde, hello! Right, we also have a lot of retrograde planets. That's a bit intense, maybe, but it kind of feels like major revision time. Like, we've learned so many lessons, and now is the time to be like, okay, what did you learn? Like, show me what you got, Okay, so right away, we have the Emperor. Let's put it like that. We have the Emperor, and that's coming up for the feminine, so that's quite interesting. I'm kind of feeling that, I don't know why, it's like, the feminine's like, come on, like, show me what you got. Like, I've done all this work, and I'm done. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my, everything that I've built, everything that I've worked for, everything that I created, and I'm not budging. Like, it's an interesting energy. It's an interesting energy coming up in the feminine, and I don't know. Let me get clarified. It feels interesting to me. Yeah, I kind of knew this was gonna show up. This is the Hierophant. Damn. I feel like the Divine Feminine is sort of like, look, this card that popped up. This is, wow. I feel like finally the Divine Feminine is sort of like embracing her own masculinity, and her masculine side has been very damaged and very wounded. Like in general, the masculine has been in the whole collective. And because you know, it's always been the masculine's job to be a protector, to be a warrior. They have to take on this harsh exterior so that they can do their job, you know. And they've been quite wounded from that, very wounded from that. And like now, it's like the feminine is finally embracing her own masculinity. That wounded part of her that she might have been denying, that wounded warrior inside of her, I really do feel that the feminine is embracing her own masculine side. This could be external for you also, like you could be actually embracing your physical masculine, your counterpart, someone specific that you have in mind. But it just feels like reconciliation time because, you know, we also have this card here. This is the next card and it says rejoice in celebration. So there feels to be some sort of reunion happening. And this could, you know, everyone has their own timing. So this could be happening internally inside of you. I know this is happening internally. For me, I might see results, I might not externally. I don't care, to be honest, because I'm very happy to embrace my own masculinity because I've been denying it quite a lot and it's been hard for me to see it, but now I do. And the Hierophant here is all about knowing what's the right thing to do. Like, that's how I see the Hierophant. It's like standing strong in your own belief system and what's right for you, and even being the teacher. So a lot of you could be like, you know, sort of embracing the role of a teacher for your divine masculine, or you could be in a state where you're teaching yourself how to embrace that masculinity, how to heal that masculinity inside of you. Because I already spoke that in a video about how our masculine side looks like, and it's usually I've seen it because I've seen it in a lot of comments also, like in some sort of a collective reading that the majority is feminines in the comment section, and let's say they did not like something or something challenged them, and there's this almost like hate towards the masculine, like I'm done, I can't deal with their bullshit, like screw them, I'm gonna continue with a soulmate or whatever. And this is the exact this is a reflection of the masculine within them. This is not their feminine side, this is their wounded masculine, the wounded masculine, because the masculine is doing the same thing. They're saying like, I'm not worthy of this divine love, I'm not worthy of a real connection, it's just easier for me to be with the soulmate, you know. So this is a mirroring, this is a very hardcore mirroring game. And when it's not working out, or when you keep attracting people like that, you know, look within. This is where the answer is. And I feel like this eclipse is bringing this awareness to the feminine that, you know what, I have a very dominant masculine in me as well, and that masculine within has probably been wounded, and it's the one that's keeping me away from achieving the connections I want, and I need to heal that and heal its beliefs before I can move forward, you know. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera again. Okay, let's move forward. We also have rejoice in celebration. So this card, 3 seems to be a very significant number for this period of time, and it came up in the previous reading that I did, the collective reading for July. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The Emperor again. Damn, this is a strong message. Damn. Okay, I do feel there's a lot of reunions happening, and for some it could... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Guys, what is happening? I'm getting so excited. I'm getting shivers. Damn, I feel like this eclipse will actually bring physical unions. For many, not all, of course, because we all are in different timelines, different timings. But damn, look at this. And I know I've been saying that in pretty much every reading that I do, but that's just what I feel, that's what I get. And as I said again, I did see a lot of unions coming in 2019, so I'm not surprised. And I'm happy to see that. Like, look at this. Rejoice in celebration. Like, I feel like a lot of you will have something to celebrate for. Even if that does not manifest as physical union, you should celebrate for the fact that you brought this to your awareness. That you brought to the awareness that you have a wounded masculine inside of you that needs to heal. That needs to be loved, that needs to be embraced, that needs to be patted on the back and be told, like, you know, don't worry. Nothing can hurt you. Just relax, you know? And this is another step of you becoming even more whole within yourself. But, I mean, look at those cards. What can I even say? It just looks perfect. Well, all I can tell you is expect miracles to happen and expect miracles to come for you. Because this is just, oh my god. The next card we have is patience. So this is the Temperance card, I think. But it's very, oh my god, the Thrift Cups just wanted to come out again. Are you kidding me? It's interesting in this card because 6 of Cups, all these cups, because you know how you see how she has this seed in her arms, and there are all of those forces represented by color near her, like natural forces that are sort of influencing the seed, and she's patiently waiting for it until it's growing up and just growing growing up and becoming this beautiful flower. I'm not sure what this flower is, tell me if you know. But it's like a reminder to have patience, you know, to reconcile. Also, the temperance in traditional tarot speaks of reconciling opposites. Fire and water are opposites. If they come together, they will destroy each other. But this is what's happening now. We're reconciling forces that will destroy each other. Look at this. Okay, Six of Cups. We all know what Six of Cups is, right? But I kind of want to read. I've always said that I am very fond of the vice versa tarot deck, and I really love their interpretations. So I really want to read what it says. Okay, because on this side we have young lovers, but on this side it says the young lovers have apparently lost track of time. The cozy town is golden with lamplight, and the starry sky is more brilliant than any they have seen before. Will there ever be another evening as beautiful as this? Maybe not, but still, Papa says it's time to say goodnight. See, there is a man here. Take advantage of upbeat emotions to accomplish things on every level, not just the interpersonal. Work, study, or other responsibilities may seem unimportant compared to the rapture of love, but come down to earth long enough to keep the home fires burning. Don't be too carried away by the delicious giddiness of youth. So, okay, that's an interesting message. Wow. I feel like for a lot of you guys, union might actually happen. Like, you might meet someone new, you might reconcile with someone from the past. Like, anything can happen. I'm not focusing on the person, but you might actually get what you want. And it's kind of saying, like, be patient. Don't lose yourself in, in the romance, and because it will be probably in the initial stages, because we have Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is very passionate, and we have the Phoenix here. The Phoenix is sort of like being reborn, so there could be something new coming from the past, something being reborn, something that you thought was dead is being reborn. And we saw a lot of endings in my previous reading, so whatever that is, it's reminding you to be patient, because there is a lot of emotion going on, there's a lot of passion going on, and if you let that consume you, it might... Oh, sorry, my phone fell down. Sorry about that, my phone fell down and I had to spend time to create a new tripod because this one broke. Where were we? Okay, so yeah, I do feel a lot of new things happening for the feminine collective, but we need to support this with the masculine side. So let's just see what's going on there. Let's see how the masculine within and without is starting up. Oh my god. We start with a new beginning, which is the Fool card. Right, so all of this challenging energy that's been coming up for the masculine has been only to push us and them to move forward. It's only been happening to push the masculine to let go of everything old, everything familiar, and sort of just embrace this new life, new energy, new everything. This is definitely true for me and my inner masculine. Okay, this card came up in the previous reading on the masculine side again. So this is like letting something go. It's like this kid is looking at this man walking away, and this child could very much be our inner child, just looking at us, leaving something behind that no longer serves us. And moving towards something better, moving towards the Nine of Cups. And there is a comet, I think, which sort of represents something huge, like a major milestone in your life. Something that is such a huge movement and transition that it's almost like faded. And we got the Knight of Cups also, so it's like moving towards with love and just embracing love, embracing intimacy, embracing romance, embracing your own creativity and emotions, and embarking on a new quest. So yeah, I was gonna say that this resonates with me and my inner masculine a lot, because I've realized all these stories that it's been telling me, like when something doesn't happen, or when there's some sort of rejection, when suddenly this protective inner voice comes up, um, the protective inner voice that's like wounded and damaged, and it's like, oh, I'm not worthy of love, or probably I'm just gonna die alone, or this is BS, relationships suck, they're bullshit, all of those um, just bad stories that we're telling ourselves. It's really our masculine side that's being wounded and needs healing, and it's already happening. Like, this could very well, if it's not shown externally through someone else, then know that your inner masculine is beginning this new chapter, this new life, where it's no longer the wounded warrior. It's now, you know what, I'm gonna let my feminine side finally heal me. I'm gonna let this woman here heal me, and heal all my wounds. I'm gonna trust her. I'm gonna be vulnerable. And it's pretty much the same, as within, so without. And it's like a new journey, a new path towards emotional vulnerability, and we're finally letting go of the stories that no longer serve for us, no longer work for us. No more of that, I can't have this, I'm unworthy of that, blah blah blah. We're tired of this. No more. We're starting this new journey, this new beginning that's filled with love and creativity and passion and just emotional fulfillment. So the other card that came up is Sacrifice, which is the Hangman. Um, so I feel like, because this rainbow stood out to me, it came up in the previous reading as the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups have this rainbow on top, and it kind of really reminds me of that. Like, if you want to have your Ten of Cups, you probably need to sacrifice something. Love, commitment, and relationships are always about some sort of sacrifice, and most of the time, what we need to sacrifice is our ego. The need to know, the need to control. This is the most general thing. But let's ask, what do we need to sacrifice? What does the masculine need to sacrifice here? Why is this sacrifice showing up? What needs to be sacrificed? Cards are jumping like crazy. Well, we have Seven of Cups, one more. Well, usually the Hangman, and oh my god, as I said, Ten of Cups. This is the rainbow I'm talking about. See? This is why it reminded me of it. Wow, I can't believe this card came up. That's crazy. But, wow, this is a very interesting message coming up. We have Seven of Cups on this side. It's sort of like we see this guy who's in a frenzy mode. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what do I choose? What do I do? I don't know. I'm so confused. And the Hangman does speak of confusion as well. But it's more of, it's like the Hangman is a higher octave of this card because of the Seven of Cups, because the Hangman is letting go the need to know, letting go the need to make a choice right now. And this is what this card speaks of, like, I don't know why it feels like weighing options, sort of like trying to let go of control and figuring out what to choose, when to choose, how is it gonna be. Because sometimes we don't need to choose. Sometimes we can literally have it all if we just let go of control and let things unfold naturally. But since the Emperor is the representative of the divine masculine, and we all know that the Emperor is a very controlling figure. He's the one who's in control from all the kingdoms, of all the kingdoms, all the kings. So naturally, he's a bit controlling. And I do feel like we all have that masculine side within us that needs to control things, especially, this can be very prominent in the feminine. Like, trying to just trying to know everything, trying to control every situation. But you can't know. Like, that's the thing, you can have it all without needing to control things. And I feel like this is in same mirror again, because, like, I've noticed a lot of the times the divine feminine sometimes just wants to control the situation. Like, okay, if I heal this, then I'm gonna heal my masculine, or how do I help my masculine, how do I heal my masculine so that we get in union faster, or stuff like that. But this is a need to control, because there's a time where everything will happen as it's meant to happen if you just let go. And I feel like it's the same for the masculine. Like, the feeling of needing to sacrifice their choices, their dreams, their path, for a relationship, or loving commitment. And it's that fear of not seeing the whole picture, and like, well, are we gonna make it? Do we have future together? How are we gonna combine our futures? And it almost like puts this pressure of needing to sacrifice something. And we all know that usually the feminine energy is much more open and used to sacrificing for something better, something bigger. But the masculine is yet to learn this, is yet to learn the need to sacrifice something for something else, because life is full of sacrifices. Um, we sacrifice things that are not that important to us, in order to give our time and focus on something else. So, if someone chooses their career or their dreams above you, and they don't see you fitting in their dreams, well, you might as well want to see how you're doing the same thing inside. Like, where are you um, sort of denying to sacrifice a dream to have something? Look internally to see where you're being confused, where you're being pushed to make some sort of sacrifice or choice in order to decide, like, do I have this? Do I have my happy ending? Whatever it looks like. It doesn't always have to be a committed relationship. But, where do I need to, what do I need to do? What do I need to sacrifice? What do I need to choose in order to have this? And I feel like the advice really here is just let go. Let go of the control. Like, know that everything is possible. Yes, you might need to sacrifice something for the time being or for like 5 years, but that does not mean you can't have it. Because if you sacrifice someone you deeply and truly love for a dream, you might lose this person forever. That's the thing with people. Like, people have expiration date. No one is going to wait for you forever. And if you put someone you love on the backlist, you might lose this person forever. However, if you sacrifice your time and your goal, career goal, or whatever other goal that you have for the time being until you establish a connection and a relationship with this person, that does not mean that it's lost forever. You can always go back to it. But then, if something else is more important to you than this person, then maybe, I don't know. I do feel a lot of confusion here. Man, I'm starting to really tap into it and it's just driving me crazy. Um, I just feel a lot of confusion. I'm just sensing it. It's like, I want everything. I want both, but I can't have both because timing, because I'm getting old, because, like, oh, it's so confusing. Oh my god, what is going on? I feel like I need to put more cards here. Jesus, I literally started falling into this energy, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I was literally starting to feel like this guy here. Like, look how frenzy he is. Look at his eyes are wide, and he's just, like, literally suffering from his choices or lack of such. Okay, Spirit, give me more information. Like, what is going on here? No. What's going on here? 3 of Cups. Why is the sacrifice here? Why is the 7 of Cups here? Give me more clarity. Please, Spirit. Please, Spirit, give me more clarity. Wow. Well, 3 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune came up. Damn. I really do feel like this is a pressure being put on the masculine to let go of something. And, this could mean that it will be a person. If you're thinking of someone specific and you're sort of watching for, like, to see how this person relates to you, they're being forced to make a choice to let something go because it's just not working. You can't have both. Not right now, at least. Like, you cannot have both. And it can mean pretty much virtually anything. It could be like, I don't know, like if you're in a situation with someone who's like having someone else but still talking to you, or like they don't want to commit but they still want you in their life. This is sort of like wanting both things but you cannot have them, because the feminine is pretty much drawing the line, and it's like, you know what? No more indecision, no more just sitting in both worlds, and you have to make a choice. Like, I am happy to move on with my life with or without you. And this is forcing certain people to become really confused and start really going with it and thinking like, oh crap, um, because this is how the universe checks if we really want something, when it gets ripped off of our hands because we haven't put much effort in it. And it's like a wake-up call. It's like, oh shit, do I really want this? Because if I don't, I'm gonna just put in the work and do whatever I have to do. But if I don't, I'm just gonna let it go. So this is the message here. Take it as resonates. I'm pretty sure you can, even if you're a feminine watching, you can pretty much see that being mirrored in you somewhere. And this kind of ties up with the next card because it's moving on. This is the 6 of Swords, and it's like we have a huge theme of walking away, of moving on, of something changing and shifting for the better, for the masculine energy. just moving away from challenging situations, from unfulfilling and unhappy situations to a peaceful waters. But let's see, what's the masculine moving on from? What is the masculine moving on from? What are they moving away from? What are they moving away from? One card. Huh. Nine of Pentacles. And what is the masculine moving towards? What's the masculine moving towards with this eclipse? Wow. You have the moon. That's very interesting. The waters are quite calm in the moon card. Everything on this side is very calm. Like, we see the two dogs just staring at the moon and the crab just chilling there. But what are they moving on from? That is an interesting thing. On this side of the card, it does not speak, like, I know a lot of readers see the Nine of Pentacles as a single card, but on this side it's quite not, because there is a, you know, this woman and there's a guy here and they're sort of exchanging messages with birds. I don't know, that's a very confusing message to me. What are they moving on from? Because, okay, can you clarify me the Nine of Pentacles, as in what they're moving from, away from? This is very confusing because both cards are usually sort of reclusive and just inwards. What are they moving on from? What is a masculine moving on from? Moving away from? What? The Eight of Pentacles fell off. Oh, this is very interesting. I'm still not getting the message, to be honest. Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, that's very interesting. That's a lot of grounded energy. And the moon is a very ungrounded energy. Let me get one more clarifier for the moon. What is the moon for? Oh. Okay. This is, I feel like a few messages are coming up and they're very different and I just need more clarifiers. Oh my god, bottom of the deck, the Lovers, Harmony. Okay, so this is also another six, like we have two sixes. This is Memory of Love. This is, okay. See, I'm getting quite a few different messages. The masculine is for sure letting go of someone. Most definitely. But who is that someone? Boy, I don't know. See, the thing is, we have free will, Temperance. We have Moon and Temperance that's showing what they're moving towards. So they're definitely moving towards more spiritual self, moving within and just, you know, exploring what's going on in there, exploring all the possibilities, exploring just their feelings, their emotions. They're not anymore confusing to them, but I feel like they're working to bring them into balance. Like the masculine is doing the same thing. The masculine is sort of letting his feminine side just take control and, you know, be healing and nurturing towards themselves and forgiving, because Temperance is also about forgiveness, and sometimes it does speak of sacrifice as well. And you see how he's moving from darkness towards light. So the masculine is moving towards their highest potential and just highest path. However, you know, that does not always mean like they're moving towards their feminine, because I don't know. We all have free will, you know? And like if you're thinking of someone specific, this is a very weird message. because usually this card on this side speaks of romantic delusionment and illusionment because it's in the shadow, it's sort of hidden. But then we have memories of love. So it's like moving away from a dark period towards the light, and because we also see candles here, and sort of like, you know, reconcile. Oh, okay. I got it. I don't know if I don't know if my more dominant energy is masculine. I pretty much kind of resonate with both equally, but I sort of had this meditation last night that was about love, because yeah, anyways, it was about connecting with your twin and just, you know, feeling this love. And at the very first, I did feel this very, like, it's like I felt this love for the first time in a long time. Because, why? Because my heart's been closed, because it's been bruised and it's been healing, and I've been closed off of feeling this intense love and emotion. So I've sort of been settling for less. And last night when I felt this, it was like, oh my god, like, I started crying because it was so intense. It was something I haven't felt for a very long while. And I remember at the end of my meditation, I started not feeling anything, and that really confused me. Because, like, as much as I tried to feel something for my masculine, I would put a face on him, I would remove the face, you know, I would be like, I don't know who you are, I know who you are, I'm admitting my love, or maybe not, you know, but I felt this insane confusion. Like, I had no idea what I was feeling. I just didn't know. And I was trying to really, you know, as I said, bring people that in the past I thought were my counterparts, that I felt deep love for. But at one point, I just felt nothing, like literally nothing. And I also think because I felt so much, I didn't know what exactly to feel, so I kind of felt empty. Like I couldn't feel much emotion, but it was not in a cold way. It was more like feeling blank and empty, and that really frustrated me, to be honest. Like I got really frustrated with myself. Like why can I not feel this? Like, am I a sociopath? Am I just so damaged inside that I cannot feel love? Or does that mean that I'm just not cut out for love? Does that mean that I don't have a counterpart? Like, all of these scenarios started going on in my head just because I couldn't really feel this emotion, and it just really hit me. And I sort of feel like this is what it's talking about. Like, this is a lot of confused energy and a lot of, like, just needing to move forward because it's just confusing. Because I don't know what's happening truly with the masculine energy, but there's either some healing happening or some endings or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of water energy here, and it's like this. I don't know. It's almost the fear, like, are my feelings real? You know? Is what I'm feeling real? Having feelings, do I really have feelings from this person from the past? Or is it just something else? Is it, you know, some sort of routine? Because, like, the Eight of Pentacles is very routine card. It's like everyday work. And the Nine of Pentacles is sort of like, you know, it's a bit of a comfort zone, but also here they're exchanging messages. The male and the female, like love messages. Huh. It's also very possible that the masculine is ending. Wait. Before I say that, because I'm very careful with my words, because I know exactly how much power they hold. So, what the hell are they moving away from? That's so frustrating. King of Wands and Ace of Wands. Jesus, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't read these cards. They're very confusing to me. I don't know what they're moving away from. Like, if you look at the cards, it might resonate with you, but there's definitely moving away from something. And, you know, there's exchanging of love messages here. So, you know, they could be moving away from their feminine. They could be moving away from a karmic partner. They could be moving away from something else. Either or, there's moving away from something. And they're moving towards trying to figure out the confusion, trying to figure out, what am I feeling? Is it real? Are my feelings real? Is this love? But guess what? You need to explore this. You need to communicate. You need to experience this with the other person. That's what I got from my meditation, that I cannot feel something before it's happened, you know? I've tried so hard to feel emotion for a masculine that I've known, I've loved, or I've never seen, and it's just spirit, and I felt nothing in all four versions. And I do feel love. It's not that I don't feel the love, but whatever is going on now, just take a step back and chill out. Because I don't know, man, it's frustrating, and it's just, upgrades or whatever, or choices. I don't know. Spirit is taking control here, so step back. If you're feeling confused, if you don't know what to do, don't know what to feel, just take a step back. Like time will tell. Don't try to force things. Just chill. I don't know why this section is so goddamn heavy, but okay, I wanna find out because this video is so long. I wanna see what's the mutual energy that the eclipse will bring. Like what is the union energy that the eclipse will bring? How will the eclipse affect the union energy? One card that will hopefully give us clarity. How will the eclipse affect union energy? Oh boy. And we have transformation in the bottom of the deck, which is a death card, and we have awareness, which is the magician. I'm definitely feeling that this eclipse will bring a lot of awareness for both parties, both sides. It will bring awareness for your masculine or feminine. It will bring awareness inside of you about yourself, your journey, who you are, what you've been doing, what you've not been doing, and all stuff like that. And it's going to be on both sides. It's going to be a mutual expansion of awareness, lessons learned, I don't want to take this card. Sorry, I was not feeling it. Okay, I'm gonna ask for clarifiers. Awareness. What awareness is this eclipse bringing as union energy? Also is bringing manifestation. Okay, we have 8 of Wands. So there will definitely be some sort of communication or some sort of like fast movement. It could be a bit too fast and uncomfortable for some. And we also have the Star. So it's definitely bringing healing. It's definitely bringing healing and now. Yeah, well, it's kind of happening now, tomorrow, I think. But it's bringing a lot of healing of past wounds, and there will be some sort of manifestations happening real quick to the point where it might not be very comfortable, and you might need to really take a step back and just chill and be patient, as we all saw, because we got the patience card. And yeah, like whatever this magician is here on about, like whether it's awareness or manifestation, physical or non-physical, things will begin to move pretty fast. There might be some painful realizations because we have the lightning, and the lightning sometimes they're scary. Like, let's be honest, because they happen out of nowhere suddenly. Everything gets suddenly so bright, and there's this loud thunder following it, and it scares us. It's like, oh crap, what was that? And sometimes we get those realizations, but they're very uncomfortable for us. They're like, oh my god, I cannot believe I've been, being the person that I blamed for all these years, or like I've been doing the same thing that they've been doing to me, and this becomes very uncomfortable because you might fall into self-blame or being like, this is why it hasn't worked out, this is why things have been like the way they have been. But we also have the Star card, which speaks of healing, which means that whatever comes up, you can heal it, and just forgive yourself. Just detach from yourself, because this is an Aquarian card, and Aquarius is a very detached sign and energy. So just get detached from yourself and your personality and be like, well, I was this person, I'm not anymore, because now I have the awareness and I'm learning. We're all learning, so we need to forgive ourselves. Definitely. I don't know why this blackbird is somehow significant, because it was in the Nine of Pentacles as well. There is a blackbird here, and it's somehow just significant. I don't know why it caught my attention. I don't see blackbirds in any other cards. So, yeah. Might be a message for someone. But, yeah, kind of like the cards that fell off and I didn't want to take. One of them was that one, the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is very much similar to this card because it's like very harsh communication. It's just like bam, 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 So communication might be coming for a lot. Just sort of trying to clear things. Just be mindful of how you communicate, because, this could be a bit of harsh exchange of words. So whatever it is, I feel like in this reading, Spirit is really not letting me just dive that deep into it because I feel like there is something that's yet to be decided and that's not really set in stone, and that's why I cannot really read it because it will probably manifest different for everyone. Um, or maybe it's just like the collective has not yet set a tone for how things will manifest in the highest possible manner. So that's it, really. It's a very interesting reading. I expected it to be challenging, to be honest, because eclipses are usually always very challenging. So just be easy on yourself and be really mindful of yourself and your energies and how you interact with others and how you communicate with them, because this is what the eclipse will bring forth. And yeah, that's it. Well, thank you for watching. If you like the reading, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me if you resonated with it, or tell me your story, your situation. And if you want a private reading with me, the information is in my description box. And that's it. Thank you for your time, and bye bye.